Rampage here. Kind of wanted to show you what I'm doing here. I got some steel gears in. I'm going through all that, so let me show you what I'm doing here, and we'll get it out for a little bit of a rip here, probably on the next video. So this is what we had a problem with. I've got the cover case off. I just always stick my screws and stuff in there so I don't lose them. What had happened was these gears here went something like this or whatever. And as you can see on the gears here, they had been stripped out. These are plastic, by the way. These are metal. I just replaced everything with metal. And you know, the metal gears are going to last a lot longer. I can get a lot better power off of them if I really want to push a little more torque through here. But as of right now, I think I got my mesh and everything is good. And you can't really set mesh on these. What you're doing is you're just making sure you have the right gear sizes for each part of the quote transmission. That's really not a transmission, but kind of a transmission. I know it sounds kind of stupid, but it's not your typical type setup. But this setup actually works really, really well. I'm actually a fan of this. Only thing is, it's hard to find parts for if you want to like get a little more out of it. They used to make a bunch of belt drives and things like that. Well, I'm currently working on a belt drive myself. There's a guy on one of the groups that I joined that it's actually got one. He's supposed to be coming out with it, but that's been months now, and I'm just tired of waiting. So I'm working on one myself. Maybe I'll get it done. Maybe he'll get his done before me. I don't know. Hopefully he does, and I can just buy his. You know, I'd prefer to do that. Um, I don't like the slop here in the lay shaft. That's just it's kind of natural with these, but I just don't like that. I wish there was a way to take some of that slop out, and maybe I'll get an aluminum cover there. Maybe that'll be the trick. I don't know. We'll work on that later. I know the bearings and stuff are good. I just went through all that. But anyway, check this out. Everything's rolling smooth. Now, reverse is going to be a little funky. This is forward. Now, the only problem that I've ever had with this model, besides like getting your fuel lines kind of stuck in an area where they're going to get heated, is the brake system. And again, these lines are kind of in the way. I got to kind of route these around, do something with them. The brakes themselves, they like to hang up. Let me explain this brake design a little bit. It has a shaft that goes down through. It has basically two discs that get smushed together with inside here. You can see the little things that I'm moving there, the little plates. So what they do is they squeeze together kind of like a caliper. So when this is up, see how loose they are? When this is back, they get real tight. Can't hardly move them. And that's how your brakes actuate. And everything runs on the shaft right here, which in turn goes and operates the, you really can't see it, the center differential there. Or it's not really a differential, it's more of a gear. I don't think it has an actual differential in this model. I can't really see it. I know some models do, some models don't. I can't remember if this Red Cat has that or not. I don't remember. I haven't been into it for a while. But basically, you have a shaft that goes through here. On the inside there, you have those little discs that you can see right there that are on the shaft, and they kind of got like a square design or whatever, so that they made up with the shaft exactly, so that when they're in place, they don't move around. You know what I mean? They'll lock into the shaft without having to be screwed down or held in with something else. You know, so it's actually a pretty decent setup. It's a pain in the ass, but it's a pretty decent setup. And then from there, again, when the brakes get actuated, these things here squeeze on them, and then, like I said, this shaft goes all the way into the center, and there's like a helical gear or whatever on there, and then you have the differential there with the regular I can't remember what kind of gear they call that damn thing, the big gear, whatever. And then it operates the two shafts. They go from front to rear with differential. So I mean, the setup is actually pretty cool. I like the design of a lot of this stuff here on this truck. Um, it's pretty tough, I have to admit. Now, when I first got this truck, I'm thinking, what the hell is this? Because it wasn't like the HPI, it wasn't like Roven, it wasn't like any of those, and I didn't know that there was anything different. Even the FG was not the same. Okay, it's not the same as Losi. Losi's, obviously way different than a lot of trucks. Well, it's one of those things where I didn't understand how it worked. Once I've learned this truck and I've done a little bit of mild upgrading to it, this is absolutely, hands down, I would say it's hard for me to put the word favorite on any of my fifth scales, but man, this is up there. Every single one that I have is up there. The only one that I honestly can't say is a favorite yet, I still enjoy this truck very much, is this little XB model, and it's a Red Cat as well. That one back there, I absolutely love that one. I put a 2-speed on it. We'll see how it does. My Losi down there, I really enjoy that. And then there's my big boy over there. That's the HPI that I have, that I call the Kraken. I mean, I've got a decent amount of these guys here, and I still have a hard time putting the word favorite on any one of them. When I get this out, it's a different experience than when I get this out. When I get that out, it's different than that one, and then that one, and then this one over here. I mean, there's so many things that I can't really narrow it down that way. So that's really challenging for me. But anyway, back to the Red Cat here. We're gonna get this thing out here soon, and hopefully get it in a yard or something, or take it to a park, whatever. Get a nice little run in on it, stretch its legs, make sure everything's cool. Then we'll tear off the cover to make sure we don't have any uneven wear, shaft moving different directions, flopping around, whatever. And we'll make sure that everything's cool before we proceed any further. I really enjoy this truck, like I said, and I got some new wheels, which are kind of flopping around right there. I don't know what that's all about. So I've been wanting to test these out for a while. I rented them in the yard a little bit here and there, but I really want to see, how well they'll do. So that was kind of the whole point of getting out to begin with. Plus, I hadn't played with it in forever. And this pipe here, man, I really like the sound of that damn thing. It's just a regular Red Cat Racing tuned pipe, and it sounds awesome. I love it. So just to show you some of the parts and stuff that I have here, I bought a Dune Runner gear set, which I really like the Dune Runner. I still have an extra 20, what is it, 9 tooth? It's supposed to be, yeah, it's a 29 tooth. I was supposed to have a 31 and a 29 come in. Well, they sent me two 29s for some stupid reason. I have a gear plate right here, but this is the plastic one. There's some of my belt drive that I'm working on. I've got it all in the same package. And then I have some miscellaneous Red Cat parts back there. I also have some over here. I got cases and things like that back here for... I figured something would break by now, but that's the problem with this truck. Hardly anything breaks on it. And I used to run it a lot. So even for those plastic gears to last as long as they did, I'm pretty amazed. I really am. And as you can see, I got all kinds of other parts for, HPI, whatever. I mean, I got parts that I could fix all kinds of different things. I try to keep the majority of stuff in stock that I think is going to have a problem either buying it later or repairing because I can't find it or something like that. But it's not been that hard of a challenge finding what I need for Red Cat. I figured it would be since, it's Red Cat. There are a lot of people who don't like Red Cat. I actually, depending on the model, love Red Cat. Anyway, that's kind of where I am at now. I got plenty of parts. I've got things that, if something else breaks, I can go ahead and take care of it. So these guys here is definitely going to stay in the collection for quite some time. May never get rid of them. I don't know. This one here is pretty fun to drive. It's got a few things that I don't like, but right now I put these weird wheels on them. These come off the tires come off of Lucy, but these tires are actually ones that I had on this red cat over here, but the tires I had on them are bald, so I get rid of the tires, and these tires don't exactly fit it very well, so I'll work on another set for that. I just want a normal set of tires for that, you know, normal size. I don't want that little square hex thing. That's one thing I hate about this truck, is it had the square hex thing. But there's a lot of similarities with this truck and this truck over here. Here's the gear. You can actually see this one here. The other one has the same thing. I forget what kind of gear they call that. But it's not really a differential. It's more of a, I don't know what the hell you would call that. More just like a, whatever. I don't, I don't know what they call that. Anyway, so the setup's a little different on this truck here. And it's still got some basic stuff on here. And this thing kind of rips a little bit. It's got like a 23 or 29 cc. I think it's 29 on this truck. I thought about possibly upgrading it later, but that's after I get all the other stuff done. This one here, I did put a 36 cc on it from Reuben. And the more I run it, the faster this thing gets, the more low grunt it has. So I really enjoy that engine. A lot of people say they're crap, and maybe they don't last as long or whatever, but compared to what was on there, it's a pretty good upgrade. So I'm very happy with it. I've got tons of other engines here that I got to go through and put in different trucks and all kinds of stuff here. So I got work for days, guys. But this guy here, we're getting ready to get it back out, take it for a little spin, and make sure everything's ready to rock and roll on it again. And you guys will see why I really enjoy this truck. It's amazing. It sounds awesome. It's got the right size, and I think these tires match it so well with the body that I've done. I mean, even my dampening on the shocks, that's why I haven't gotten rid of these ones here that, excuse me, have the extra bleed over. I forget what they call those. The reason I haven't gotten rid of those is because I actually enjoy the ride that it gives. So I don't know of another good shock to switch to, so that's why I kind of just left it the way it is. I know I got little bolts and stuff in there. I got one that leaks over here. You know, it is what it is, but the way they dampen when this truck jumps and stuff is just perfect. So that's why I haven't gotten rid of them yet. I want to find something that's a good match for this, and then I'll go ahead and upgrade them. I don't have a problem with that. I just want to make sure they actually match. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Alright guys, I know it's been a little bit of a ramble here. I've been kind of going through different stuff here, but I'm just really excited, and I wanted to kind of show a little bit more about what I do. There really wasn't much to show you, like taking apart and putting back on. It's gears. You have a nut, you pull it off, put a new one on. I mean, it's pretty simple. But I did want to show a little bit about the internal stuff, kind of go over a few things that I don't normally do, to explain how the truck operates and why I like it so much. So I hope this video, you like this type of format. I've been requested many times to just get a little more detailed and what about this and that, so that's why I'm trying this here. I figured maybe somebody can get a little help out of it, or maybe it's a little more insightful for you. So hopefully you understand where I'm going with this, and if you like it, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. I'm always interested to kind of move things around a little bit, because my fun is just sharing it with you guys. So I really enjoy it, guys. Really appreciate it. Leave me some comments, send me an email, let me know what you think. Thanks, guys.